All right, welcome to the night class. We're doing lesson 6.5 today, which we are transforming exponential functions. Everything that we talk about, you should already know. So, what we're going to do is go over a few examples and then do some on the board, and then we'll go over our review. So here it's saying, what does the value of k, or how does the value of k affect the graph? So where is k? Would that be considered on the outside or on the inside? Outside. So it's going to move it where? Up or down. Okay? Easy enough? All right. Then they give us one with actual number. So compare these two graphs. This one will be what? It'll be translated up 1. What does that do to things? Does it change the domain? No. Does it change the range? Yes. This one's range is y is greater than 0. This one's range will be y is greater than 1. And this will have a, what's that line, understood line that it can't cross called? It's an asymptote, and the asymptote is where? What one? Y equals 1. Okay? This one, the asymptote's at y equals 0. This one's the asymptote's at y equals 1. Why? Because it's been shifted up 1. Everybody good? Okay? What about this one? It's down 1. Okay? Like I said, y'all know this stuff. You've done it before. All right? Example 2, we did up and down. Or example 1, this one we're going left and right because where is my letter? It's inside. Okay, so that's what it's considered inside. So this is going to move it left and right. So we have a few examples of this happening. It says when x is less than 0, that means x is what? I said x. H. If h is less than 0, it's going to move it what? It's going to move it not down, left. Okay, understand why. H here, we're not talking about it actually being in here. If it's negative, that would be x minus a negative, so it'll look like h is what? Positive, because it'll be x plus h eventually. So all those things where like it goes backwards, all that still applies, okay? But right now they're just talking about the h, but the h is being subtracted. So if h is negative here, it does go left, okay? But if you're looking at it in the problem where it says 2 to the x plus 2 power, that also still goes left. Is that making sense? Okay? If it's positive, it's going to go right. Okay? But again, I don't really like doing it that way because it's different than what we've been doing it. So just keep doing it like you have been. Okay? There we go. A couple examples. This will move it where? Translate it left 2. Okay? Does anything else change? No. Domain's the same, range is the same, asymptote's the same, everything's the same. The one thing that might change is the y-intercept. It might change. Okay. What about here? It's going to translate to the right. Okay. Any questions? I told y'all it was quick and easy today. 2 different transformations. So here we're comparing 2 different things. Okay. It says, how can you compare the properties of G given in the table, so here's G in the table, to the properties of J given in the graph. So here's J in the graph. Both functions are translations of f. Okay, so here we have f and g. We're comparing them. Let's see here. What's happening? This is really the one you need to be paying attention to right here. Okay, so get where I can draw. That point right there. This one starts off at what? At 1. This one at 3. So what happened? It got translated where? Up 2. You can use any of them really. Okay? Translated up 2, translated up 2. All right? But down here, J and related to F, what happened to J? No.
Down.
It went down 1. Remember, you started F. Here, let me move it up so y'all can see it. So here was, so everything got moved down 1. Everybody see that? Okay? No, they're counting by ones. Those are ones. They show every other. Okay, but any questions? Okay, so that's graph, table. Doesn't matter what you're using, you can always figure it out. Let's see here. 3 says the graph of the function b is a vertical translation of the graph of a of x equals 3 to the x and has a y-intercept of 0. How does the graph of c of x equals 3 to the x plus 1 compare to the graph of b? So how would the graph, if this says b is a vertical translation, so that means it gets moved where? Up and down, okay? And has a y-intercept of 0. How does the graph of c of x equals 3 to the x plus 1 compare to the graph of b? Well, it doesn't give me enough information, does it?
Wait, how is it a vertical translation if it's still going through the...
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. This just says a function, what? B, and then they give us a of x. They haven't told us b. Or did I miss something?
Are you supposed to figure out what b is based on that?
Well, it just says it's a vertical translation. It doesn't say
Vertical
what it
translation
is.
where?
That's my point. Let's try part B. Maybe it'll make more sense. This makes more sense. How does this graph of 3 to the x minus 3 compare to the graph of 3 to the x plus 4? How far are they get translated? 7. Okay? And depending on which one you're talking about first, this one is either 7 below this one, or P of x is 7 above M of x. Depending on how you want to say it, I would take either answer. Okay? Everybody good? Awesome. These are just your main topics, stuff that, again, you already know. And that's pretty much the lesson. So let's just do our problems here while we're here. Again, you don't have to write these down. We're just going to talk through them. Okay? Should take us all of 2 minutes. Compare the graph of each function to the graph of f of x equals 2 to the x. So we're comparing them to 2 to the x. So 19 would be translated down 6. 21's translated right 1. Everybody see the difference there and how it's written. Okay? Down 6, right 1. 23, doing the same thing, but they give us graphs. So they help us out, though. They tell us right here, hey, plus k. So we're trying to figure out the value of k. Well, what happened? How far did it go up? 2. So k is 2. Boom. That's all you're doing. Okay? 24, same thing. I know you don't have to do this one. Notice it didn't go up and down because it ends up in the same place. This time it goes left or right. So it got shifted where? Right, how far? Right 1. So there's 1, 1, 1. Correct. It would be 3 to the x minus 1, which means h, because remember we're looking for h. H is actually positive 1. Okay? Is that making sense? Because you're subtracting h from the equation. All right? Same stuff, different problems. 25. Graph. Well, we'll just talk about, we won't bother graphing it. Just talk about its transformation. Here we would transform it where?
Down 4.
Down 4. This one we're going to transform it.
No, wait. It is right. Yeah,
it's right 5. It's still right again because it's minus. Okay, we're so used to it being x plus h that, you understand what I'm saying? But if it's 5, x minus 5, that's my exponent. That's going to go right 5. Is that making sense? Okay? All right. Everybody, any questions? All right. That's the lesson for the day in less than 10 minutes. That's a record. Have a great day.